All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It is Saturday.
Again.
Yep. Reading that book there. We are finishing the third part of three-part parallel. Jesus is transfigured on the mountain. So today we are reading Luke's account. Luke chapter 9, starting at verse 28. About 8 days later, Jesus took Peter, John, and James up to the mountain to pray. As he was praying, the appearance of his face was transformed, and his clothes became dazzling white. Suddenly, two men, Moses and Elijah, appeared and began talking with Jesus. They were glorious to see, and they were speaking about his exodus from this world, which was about to be fulfilled in Jerusalem. Peter and the others had fallen asleep. When they woke, they saw Jesus' glory and the two men standing with him. As Moses and Elijah were starting to leave, Peter, not even knowing what he was saying, blurted out, "Master, it is wonderful for us to be here. Let us make 3 shelters as memorials, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." But even as he was saying this, a cloud overshadowed them, and terror gripped them as the cloud covered them. Then a voice from the cloud said, "This is my son, my chosen one. Listen to him." When the voice was finished, Jesus was there alone. They didn't tell anyone at that time what they had seen. Now the commentary for Luke. Jesus took Peter, James, and John to the top of the mountain to show them who he really was, not merely a great prophet, but God's own son. Moses, representing the law, and Elijah, representing the prophets, appeared with Jesus. Then God's voice singled out Jesus and as the long-awaited Messiah, who possessed divine authority. Jesus would fulfill both the law and the prophets. Matthew 5, chapter 5, verse 17. When Peter suggested making 3 shelters, he may have been thinking of the festival of shelters, where shelters were set up to commemorate the Exodus, God's deliverance of the Israelites from slavery in Egypt. Peter wanted to keep Moses and Elijah with them, but this was not what God wanted. Peter's desire to build memorials for Jesus, Moses, and Elijah may also show his understanding what real faith that real faith is built on 3 cornerstones: the law, the prophets, and Jesus. But Peter grew in his understanding, and eventually he would write of Jesus as the cornerstone of the church. That's in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 6. As God's son, Jesus has God's power and authority. Thus, his word should be our final authority. If a person's teaching is true, it will agree with Jesus' teachings. Don't be hasty to seek advice and guidance merely from human sources and thereby neglect Christ's message. Test everything you hear against Jesus' words, and you will not be led astray. If we believe he is God's son, then we surely will want to do what he says. Okay. I think we probably need to put this picture into. Let's talk about another one of the disciples.
Okay. I will try my best to get it on all the platforms, but you might have to look in the comment section.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just a little commentary about the Apostle James.
Just kind of his biography.
Yeah, it's his biography, basically.
I don't know exactly how to post a picture on any platform other than Facebook.
Okay. Go look at Facebook then. All right. Okay, we'll talk to you later.